I've been told that I'm a better speaker than I am a bodybuilder, which is fine. I'll take that. I don't think that's a bad trade-off. The response of me sitting here and speaking has been quite overwhelming. In fact, this entire comeback has been very overwhelming. The outreach on not only YouTube, but multiple of my social media platforms has been overwhelming. And it seems like people resonate very well with me speaking, which I didn't plan to do a ton of speaking. Yet, I cannot ignore what is resonating with people. And I think it's very important that you are relatable and you can connect with people. And I think people can connect very well with what I say. And I want to talk about a specific scenario that is quite recent for me. The physique, getting this back. This is very new. This is within the last couple months. I used to be hypermuscular, competitive bodybuilder. And my last show was 10 years ago. So 10 years ago was a very long time ago. At some point, I lost my body. And I lost my body because I lost my mind. And it's a very true statement when people say the body has to be in line with the mind in order for them to work as a unit. And if one is not connected to the other, then you are incomplete and you will lose yourself. And I did lose myself. And I was able to understand about a year ago that I was falling too far mentally. And actions needed to be taken in order for me to get back any little bit of whatever was left over that I had. And I did get it back, but I was able to figure out things about myself that I didn't know. But I allowed myself to go through that journey to understand so that I can relate to myself. And then that allows me to relate to people. Because when you know yourself, you're more understanding. And it's very important that the work mentally is done first. It is very important that we are able to understand what the errors are inside. What is the error? And why are you disconnected? What is going on upstairs that you are missing that doesn't correlate to the physical body? What is that? It is all about what we need. It is all about the insatiable desire that we have to get done what we need to get done. A lot of you people know exactly what you need. A lot of you know exactly what you want out of life. But what you want seems so far away, seems so distant. It seems like the distance between the earth and the moon is so short in comparison to where you are versus your dreams, goals, and aspirations. And that is very daunting. To even start the journey of 1,000,000 miles is quite an impossible thought. But that is the issue right there. You don't look at the 1,000,000 miles. You don't look at how far away you are. You look at what can you do today. And what can I do right now that's going to inch me just that little bit closer to where I need to be. It doesn't matter what it is, I don't care. Financially, education-wise, career, I don't care. Family, chasing someone, female attention, male attention, it doesn't matter. What do I need to do to get that? And what steps and what is the course of action that is necessary in order for me to close that gap? What is that? That is a question for you. But you are failing yourself on a daily basis if you do nothing about it. You are allowing yourself to stay exactly where you are if you don't try. And knowing what you know right now about what you really want, but sitting there doing nothing about it, my people, that's an injustice. That is an injustice that you will never come back from. And that was me. That was me. I knew exactly where the issues were. And I feel like where I wanted to be was so far away, that million miles. My God. But I didn't look at the million. At some point, I was able to understand that the million is so far away that I can't do it in one jump. I can't just go from 0 to a million in seconds, in days, in weeks, or even in some cases, months. This is a game of sweat, blood, and years. So if I'm going to dedicate years of my life to getting one specific thing that I need in order to feel fulfilled and satisfied, what is the first step? Let's look at training. Let's look at the physique. Let's look at what we need to do to get this. Number one, I need to do something every day, an action every day. I don't care what it is, 5,000, 10,000 steps a day. I'm going to get that done every day without fail, no matter what. 10 times out of 10, I'm going to do this, and it doesn't matter what gets in my way. It is just simply getting done. You're there. You're doing that daily. You are doing that. Number two, once you have been able to do that, which is what is called consistency, which is so important for whatever it is you need to do. Once you are able to harness the consistency that you failed to have had previously, then that consistency will start to correlate. Okay, well, I'm walking this 5 to 10,000 steps per day. Let me focus on some size. Get in the gym. I gotta lift all this freaking weight. I gotta deadlift. I gotta bench press. I gotta squat. Okay, well, let me start with the bar. I'm gonna start with the bar. 20 reps on the bar. I'm exhausted. I'm tired. But a couple weeks go by. It's not that hard anymore. Okay, let me add some weight to this bar. I'm gonna add 10 pounds. It becomes hard again. The same difficulty you experienced in the beginning, starting, you're experiencing now. But give it a couple more weeks. Give it a couple more weeks. That then becomes easy. And then you add more weight. And you're adding weight, right? Additionally to adding more time to it. Additionally to focusing on the quality of the reps. Additionally to now focusing on what you eat. Additionally to now focusing on your water intake. Focusing on every single metric that you need to focus on to have this complete pie that's going to get you the physique. And once you've been working on this for X amount of weeks and X amount of months, it's going to take time. But these things will start to work in unison. It's going to start to churn like some gadget. These little mechanisms in a watch turning and changing the time. It's just going to start to go. This is your routine. This is your life. This is what you do. This is the rotation of the moon around the earth. That is what you are. You are the earth. Your hobbies, your desires, your consistency is a moon, and it's just revolving and turning. Let that spin and let that go and let that ferment for a bit. One day you're going to wake up. One day you're just going to get out of bed and you're going to look at yourself in the mirror and you're going to be like, what? What did I just do? What did I just do because I am now here? It's been months, it's maybe been years, but you are now looking at yourself in the mirror for the very first time and you can see that that million miles, you're at about 850K. It is right there. The distance between where you are versus where you want to be is a distance between your house and your car now. It is right there. And this is where we fail. This is where I failed many, many times. Being so close. Being so close that I can open the door and see it. Yet never walking through that door. And standing right there in the door frame, watching where I need to be instead of walking through the door and getting what I want. This time around, I didn't do that. I walked through the door and I got what I needed. I got what I needed. And we arrived. And that is what you do. No matter what it is in life, every single aspect of life, that is applied. And once that is done, go out the way. You do that again. You duplicate that again. next goal. What are we doing? You continue. You don't give up. And you try. And you maintain that effort throughout your life. And then you're going to realize the amount of things that you've accomplished and the amount of things you have done and the kind of person that you are. And the biggest thing you will have in your head is that fulfillment that you did not fail yourself. And that is insane. Imagine the amount of people that have dreams, goals, and aspirations who fail, but you out of the billions did it. Nuts. Incredible. Way harder to do than actually to say. But it doesn't mean that it's impossible. It takes effort. It takes being very intentional. And above all, it takes consistency. And we all need that. Need it. Gotta have it. Cannot live without it. And if you try to live without it, it's not gonna be a good life. Not one bit. Thank you for watching. If you do want to follow the fitness journey a bit closer, other socials, Instagram, TikTok is down below. I am trying to be as active as I can on those platforms. And obviously here, gotta be active. Keep it up, guys. Don't stop. We can't stop. It's not an option. Failure and not finishing is not an option. We simply do. Every day. Get it, my people. Let's go. Let's go.